I'm going to show you how to install a Model 3 filter. We have one of my Model 3s. We just picked up the filter from Tesla. It's been out for a while. And we're going to go ahead and show you how to do this with, there's some instruction online how to do it, but I'm going to show you a video. I don't see many videos on how to do it. The first thing we got to do, this is the passenger side. So this panel right here, we need to take off. All right, so if you look at the back, right back here, there's a little gap. So we're gonna go ahead and just stick your finger in there and just pull on it. If you can see, just pull. It just pops right out. All right, so now we got the panel off, and if you look right in the back, there's two vertical lines. If you notice, there's one up front and one in the back. It's hard to see. And back here is where the filter is. This right here. So we're gonna go ahead and just pull this. We need to start taking this piece off, which is back here. If you notice, there's some rivets. Plastic rivets, one right here. Another one at the bottom. This side and the middle. And we'll take that off and we'll pry it off. So there's four. And if you look at it, just pull it off far enough and you can just pull the whole thing out. And that's what we're gonna use to put it back on. So now, look at this. There's one right there. There's another one that was on this side. And there were two in the middle. So we just grab this piece and it just pops up. And now we should have clear access to that filter. Look in the back, there is like a little screw there. And right over here. And that requires a T20. So if you got one of those tools, make sure you pick it up at the hardware store. And it'll say clearly on there, T20. All right, got the screw off, and I figured out that the screwdriver that I had that I was using was a little bit too long. So I actually ended up using a wrench with a T20 in it. And I was able to maneuver that, which is a lot easier. So keep that in mind if you don't have a small enough screwdriver that fit in the back. So that being said, here's a cover that you're gonna be taking off. Screws goes back in here once so back together. And then you look in the back. There is a filter. So we're just gonna take the flaps off. Some flaps. Slide it out. That's one. Second one, pull it up. Easy to slide up. So looking at it, the yellow part faces the driver. Just remember that once you go to put it back. As the gray side and the yellow side. And now we're just gonna go back to a new filter. And put it on a second. Now, if we look in the back, they recommend to use a cool kit to clean the inside of it. Let me see if I get a better look. So here it is, the hose connected, and if you look back here, you know, right where, get the light back on there. Right, you stick it inside there and just spray everywhere. Once we're done spraying, then we just take it out. The instruction says to wait 15 minutes, then run the air. So this time we can just start putting the filter back on. Since it's not gonna dirty the filter, it's kind of draining out down. It's just gonna blow straight out. You can see it right at the bottom of the car. See how it's dripping? That's where the plug is. You could have done it backwards too, but this way it drains right into it. All right, so what I did on here is I actually put a cap back on without the filter and ran it. Like I said, after 15 minutes, just ran it. And I started with low and then I put it on high. and a lot more liquid came out of down here. So now it's barely draining, so now it's just I didn't want to wet the filter. So it's just in case. So now I am gonna go ahead and work that way backwards and start with the filter. So now comes the easy part. So we got one filter, yellow facing the driver again. I'm gonna push it right in there. And just let it slide down. Tab should be sticking out just fine. We'll slide the other one. And if you look at it right here, it just shows an arrow which direction I need to go. So the tab, again, facing up. Step out of the way. So in there, that tab is up here. We can just fold it in. This one folded in too. All right, now we got this piece. Again, the bolt goes to the top. Slide it in there. And there's a little notch on the bottom. If you look, you see right here, that needs to go in first. That way it doesn't slide out. And the top kind of comes out. If you look at it, if you push on it, it just pops out because of the tab. But all we gotta use the screw and attach it. I'm gonna put this down so I can attach the screw. It's right up there. I manually tied it, and I'm just gonna use a T20, this piece, and we're gonna be tying it a little bit more. What we gotta do is we got the clips to put on there. We got one snap on there, and we have a second one that you can see on here. And this one, it was actually goes right over here. All right, we got, put the panel back up. We got one hole here, 2, 3, and then the fourth one on way over here. Just slide it back up there and just put back those fasteners that we have here. All right, and when you put this thing back, if you look at it, there is a little tab right here, and that tab slides right in this hole. So make sure the cable's out of the way and you just slide it in there so it doesn't fall. There's no tab on this side, so you're just gonna go ahead and push up. As you do, see, pretty much it just holds itself right now. And all we're gonna do is just push those fasteners back inside. All right, so we got a fastener, we leave it halfway out, and all we do is just put it in the hole, push in, that's in. Second one, right there, just slide in. There's one in the middle here. Push in. Putting it back together is a lot easier than taking it apart. And there's the last one. So all we have here, if you look at it, it is the panel. And if you look at it here, you got you gotta match up the holes in the panel. Some of this had clips on it, some came off, but they're either attached, like you can see on here, and that'll be fine. You just slide it in there. You can always take it off and put it on here if you need to, if you're having trouble. But you just reverse the process, putting it back in, line up the holes, and just slide in. Here it is, the panel. I pushed it back in. And if you look at it, it is back how it was. Pretty easy. Just took about half an hour to do, not too long. Just maybe need some tools to pry, something like this. You know, I saw this on Amazon. Trim remover, they work pretty good. Thanks for watching Tesla Frame. If you need, looking for buying new Tesla Model 3 Axle X, feel free to use my referral code.